Welcome back. Yay! So a few things. One, I'm doing the thing that I said I wouldn't do because I can't do anything else. Two, I'm gonna yap about it right now. So, first thing, I'm kind of, I mentioned in the last Blueprints video that I'm in the Discord kind of going through every theory and seeing what all could possibly be what and who and where and further. That's going nowhere. Like, actually nowhere. So, twofold idea. I'm kind of in the way, aren't I? Let me move myself out of the way. Hippity hoppity, hippity hoppity. Boom. Okay. So twofold on that note is one, I just want a fresh perspective. And two, if it really goes nowhere, then there's no real point in me waiting around doing nothing, right? So, yeah. I'm going to go ahead and do Dare Mode, Curse Mode, like I said I wasn't going to do. I need to be clicked into the game for this to work. So yeah. And if you're wondering, I've actually played way more days than this. I just kind of reset it because there were certain star numbers, like if you have 139 or 59 or stuff like that, where it can do cool stuff. You can get a lot of stars, and so in case that's a meaningful thing, because like if you remember, for doing the Ares Court, you had to have a certain constellation active and be there at a certain time and have no gems and no keys and no coins and stuff like that. So part of testing ideas was to make sure that I had the right constellations and that kind of stuff. And that went nowhere, by the way. But so getting a fresh perspective, playing these other modes, and also just in case that sparks something. But also just going ahead and doing them because who knows when 1.10, aka the final release of the game, will come out. And instead of waiting an indefinite amount of time for these to have some small cutscene update, I'd just rather do them. So, I'm going to play a new game. The quest mode is the standard mode. I'm going to do Dare mode, maybe. The reason I say maybe is because Curse mode has a cap on how far in the game you can get, because Curse mode doesn't have a shrine, basically. And so, after beating Room 46, like, that's about all you can do. Because if we recall, the shrine is needed to get the scepter for upgrading the throne room. So yeah, that's a strong limiting factor there. So maybe I'll just go ahead and we can show it off. I probably won't get far because if you read that, we only get 13 steps, and also me having a controller is going to make this even more in the way. So, and by even more in the way, I just mean I can move myself over even further because I don't need this keyboard and mouse area. Pop. See? Ta-da! Yay! It was supposed that there would be special cutscenes for Dare and Curse mode being added in 1.10, but I'm not sure what really that will add to the modes, you know? But we can always go back and replay them. And, just to see those in the future. I mean, they'll probably be posted to YouTube anyway, so it's not like it'll be a big deal, but, whatever. In case we want to do that, we can.
I, Herbert S. Sinclair of the Mount Holly Estate at Reddington, do publish and declare this instrument my last will and testament, and hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore made by me.
I would love to know the definition of codicil. I know wills and testaments, but I don't know codicils.
To my grandnephew, Simon P. Jones, son of my dear niece, Mary Matthew, all of my right, title, and interest in and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly. The above provision and bequest is contingent on my
Bequest.
aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of my 45-room estate.
He said bequest,
The
guys. He said the
location
thing.
of the room has been kept a secret from all the staff and servants of the manor, but I am confident that any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts within a timely manner. Should my grandnephew fail to uncover this room or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall lapse.
We never do
Whereof
provide proof for an
I
executive.
have hereunto set my hand this 18th day of March, 1993. Herbert S. Sinclair.
Okay. And if you're wondering why I'm being like, ooh, he said bequest and all that stuff, I'll point that out in a second if I can. I may not be able to, but because it may be part of a upgrade thing, but the blood sky. Also, we've only got 13 steps, so I'm not going to show stuff off unless I have to. I can waste a day, I guess, showing stuff off, but you know. Oh, it is going to be hard not having all of my various powers. No power of the king, no anything like that, so we are just perma-cursed. Open only the event of my death. Simon, welcome back. Ollie, you may not remember, but I have fond memories of your many visits here as a young boy, and I hope these rooms will provide you as much amusement as it did in those lost summer days. By the time you read this, I will assume you are fully aware of my last wishes and all details of the bequest. Ah, he said bequest again. Please do not mistake my intention in giving me this challenge as a lack of confidence. I assure you, there's nothing further from my mind when I chose you as my heir. With that said, there are a few ground rules of this commission. Yeah. Covered in the fine print of my will that I feel I should bring to your attention. 1. No tools and items may be brought onto the estate from outside. 2. Tools and items found in the estate may not be taken off the estate. 3. You may not stay overnight. I don't suspect that any stipulations prove this. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. With all my love and best wishes, best of luck, Herbert S. Sinclair. Your grandmother used to say, don't go where the path leads, abandon the path and go where you want it to lead. Which I think is technically supposed to be Orve, because it shows up in the blue house, but maybe it is Claire Epsom. And maybe she did reach the blue house for some reason. Lord Epsom. Thomas Sinclair. We start at 8 o'clock as per usual. Ooh, a hallway would be nice. Yeah. First thing we're gonna need is steps. I lose a step, but I should gain a step or 10 as soon as I walk in. I also forgot that curse mode kind of screws you for the rooms you draft, so that's a healthy reminder that curses have to do with the rooms you get. Okay, so we got some steps out of that. Sledgehammer. But yeah, so let's see if we can we go over here in the guest bedroom? It doesn't say it. Let's see if we can see it on room 46's description. There it is. So the very last line, it is, after all, your bequest. The full thing reading, the mysterious room mentioned in H.S. Sinclair's will, named only by a number despite the house's official blueprint only showing a total of 45 rooms, the words of the legal document make it apparent that a 46th room in the house in fact exists. Finding this room is your primary objective while on the estate. It is, after all, your bequest. Although it would not be my bequest, it would be my A-quest if it was in fact my primary objective. Just pointing that out. Parlour does not screw me with anything. Bedroom doesn't give me many steps when I get cost 1 to walk in it. This box and the white box are both empty. Possibly. There's a second line to begin this room. False. Statement on the white box is true. False. So this has to be true. Which means this and the white box are empty, and therefore, blue has it. Beautiful. You'd love to see it. Do I have items? No items. But yeah, blood sky. Gotta love that. 10 out of 10 decision, sir, to have your house in a blood sky area. Keep doing blue rooms, keep moving forward. That way the demons don't come for me, you know. What do we want to do? A dead end here is fine, as long as it's a healthy dead end. This will be useful, because we have no solid ways of blah 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 blah, you know? Key cards. But I think I'm going to do this one first. The reason being, it does everything I need it to do, and it costs me nothing, and it gives me a key, which I will want in the future. Spare room is fine. Do I want to choke back into the middle, or do I want to stay on the sides? I think I want to choke back into the middle. Mostly for the key, also for the possibility of item or chest, but to no avail. This will be useful because it's only going to cost me 1 to draft. I think it'll have a gym, but also if I end up drafting bedroom. Like that, boom. I don't have any items now, but it gave me my gym back. And because it is a bedroom, I got 5 steps. So this will help me maintain my step count. I also have no allowance, I'm realizing, so my thoughts about kitchen should not happen. No items, apparently. West Wing Hall. It's going to take my key away, isn't it? That's a key taker. I don't like it, but I might as well. I shouldn't. Yeah, I forgot about that part, so. I love hallways and such, but steps are increasingly important, so really this is my best move. I hate that though. Lose 1, gain 5 from drafting it, gain 2 from walking in. Hey, I got a box. I'm so happy I don't know what to say about it. And money. One thing we can't draft is a red room, you know. Shops will take my money. Blue rooms are safe. Red rooms take everything. Always take keys. Bedrooms take steps. Easy math, 6. 6 plus 5 is 11. Problem is, when it's easy, there's a lot of them. 15 minus 7 is 8. 20 minus 7 is 13. Over here. 10 times 2 is 20. Come on. 12 minus 7 is 5, times 4 is 20. Finally. Secret garden key. Oh, baby. I'm not going to get too excited. It's probably not going to pan out for me in the long run, but it's a kitchen. It's going to take my money and a gym, but it gets me the direction I want to go. Even if the door is locked, I can use the key on it. Can I get anything? I can almost get a tomato soup, which I don't really care about, but I can get 2 bananas, which I'm going to go ahead and do because I can. And steps are going to be a big deal if I have to backtrack from here, because that's going to be a horrible nightmare. Special key, secret garden. And thus we have our door in. And hopefully an item? No items? Bummer. I only have a sledgehammer. Okay. Which is not a power hammer, in fact. Hello, in Eclipse. I despise you. Also, Blood Sky. So anyway, what are we doing here? I think we have to turn all of them. Bummer. I can't turn the top one because that would be behind the power wall door. Power wall? Power hammer. Power hammer wall. That's what I'm thinking of. Power wall door. You know that thing. Okay, open for me the door of the antechamber. And it can just be that simple. I'm having amazing luck, don't get me wrong. But that luck is going to end as soon as I try and open that door, isn't it? Hey, nope, it's still going. I don't want a red room. I can't have a red room. This is going to cost me my other gym, though. But courtyard's not a bad room to have. It's a shame. It really hurts. It does. Got this, which means no box, means no shovel. It's okay. It's not great, but I'll live, probably. Yep, okay. But I can go back. This thing will help me find keys in rooms I've already drafted. So yeah, that's that. Key in here, apparently not. Key in here, no, but food's been spread out because of the secret garden. I love the things I forget about. I'm being rewarded for being such a good boy. Can I get some more food? Nope, not here, apparently. Your room is the worst, confirmed. I don't know where. I think it'd pop up on the table, right? It'd be like over here, if I recall. The fact that I know this game that well was kind of concerning. If there's no food in here, there's no point in going in there. That only goes to the nursery anyway, so it would just be a last-ditch effort to get food. It's the only motivation to go in there. A lot of food seems to be in the path I'm traveling, so I'm probably okay without going that way. Like, there's probably not food that way, based on all the other places that food is showing up. Okay, well, there is banana. I'm gonna go get banana. We stand bananas in this household. Yeah. The outer gate's broken. Like, I don't have any reason to go outside because I can't get that west side open up. Can't really do a lot of that. Utility closet would be handy to have, right? Coat check might be better. Just to have items. Just to have items day to day. And then we can reroll. Let me think about this. Because it's hard to get a keycard in the beginning, so that's why utility closet is a huge, and security is a huge asset in the start of the game. But really, like, I don't see myself getting there today at all, because I'm going to have a huge key crisis unless I can get a massive, massive influx of keys somehow, and I don't know how to do that. Yeah, to me, getting foundation's pretty small. My last draft, I can just use all my dice, I suppose, but... Oh, coat check. Just to try and save something for tomorrow as an effort to... That would be really useful. That would have been really, really useful, actually, just to get that going. This gives me steps, there's nothing wrong with that, but... Dining room isn't necessary here. Corridor, I'm not going to lose any keys. It's always left unlocked. So I think I go with corridor because dining room doesn't... I mean, no, it doesn't. It actually gives me absolutely nothing. Coin. I was looking for a key. It was not, in fact, a key. Oh, you piece of garbage. Because Chapel's not inherently bad, but what it does to me by drafting a red room is inherently very bad. Can't really get that, so I'm using them all here. Not what I wanted to do, but it helped. So, I guess I'm fine. Storeroom is probably a good bet here. Because I'm going to need the items. Gives me a key, so basically I don't want a hallway. Got a lever. Not going to be super helpful to me, but, you know. Oh, there is a monk out there, okay. I was like, is there not a monk in cursed mode? That'd be crazy. Okay, yeah, let's get this party started, because the more stars we have, the better off our life is going to be. And I can go ahead and get Planetarium out of here. Yippee! Yippee! Not sure my face works quite right, but we're getting there. Okay, is that going to be up here, or is that going to be the other way? I forget if this does turn or if this does angle. Oh, it does angle. That's no fun. Actually, we do need it to be up anyway, though. Because it has to go over this top part, so... The overhang, if I could English, that'd be fantastic. We might as well, right? Gained a coin and a star. Because once we pull Planetarium, then it'll just automatically be in the right place. One more when we walk in the future, so... There's no special thing for a day 1 curse mode, although it'd be insane. Day 1 curse mode would be absolutely mind-bending. levels of talent, aura, skill, and luck. Got that. Sure, I do want that because that can help me increase my star counts very quickly. If I sleep in a planetarium at the end of the day, then good things happen. Can't afford it, bummer. Either way on this I'm screwed, so I might as well be screwed and continue forward. Yep. I can always take my tithes back if I ever can get a chance to light that. Well, this is less than ideal. But I physically can't do anything else, so... Bunkum would just be like game over instantly. And all I'm finding is freaking coins. That is completely useless. Not helpless, useless. That I can't even do. There's a non-zero chance that this will have a key sitting out, but it's near zero, so we'll see. I have seen keys down here before, but it's not. Nope, it's behind doors. Wah. Behind this door to be exact. Our quote-unquote blank books. So yeah, we have done what we could. We will go outside and see the view. Now that we've exhausted every other possibility. Well, I guess we haven't exhausted every other possibility. What we can do, first of all. I said I wanted this so I could use it, so I'm going to go ahead and use it. Broken lever could be clutch. I think sledgehammer's more useful overall, though, because I have so many ways of getting Great Hall unlocked or something like that, so I think ways into the antechamber, like there are plenty of them if you know all of them. Then it's just about pro and con balancing, you know, so I can't do anything out there really, so let me go ahead and just do the Hail Mary and go look in the nursery. See if I find any keys or any fruit or something. Fruit would be the minimum I could find. Right. And fruit was indeed found. Yeah, nothing ended up spawning. That's a bummer. You hate to see that. Okay, we will have a few steps for roaming, but not many. 3. First of all, I love this color. This is such a beautiful red. This is closed. We'll need a powered garage to get out of that. Which is something I could have done today, but didn't. This has not been drained. I'm not going to make a wish. I mean, I guess I could. I have nothing else to lose. Get myself some money in the future. That is not open, although I can, come to think of it. I don't have a shovel, otherwise I could pull out conservatory. 2. I'm going to open this back up from the lab. There's our original campsite, which now has blue tins on it. We got to open this up. I forget what opens the gym line. The vac. I think the vac opens the gym line, actually. In the utility room, I could have done that. But the important thing is, we don't have a gate here any longer. So there is no hope of getting 20 more steps per day or anything. 0. Can I make it to the thing? Nope, couldn't. Bummer. I will go ahead and start the new day doing that, though, so... Ordinary villa. Yep. Continue. So, I do want to make choices that prioritize steps. That's a huge one. So, getting kitchen, getting dining room, getting guest bedroom, and bedrooms in general. As long, like if I have nursery, for instance, if I have nursery, then they're worth getting. If I don't have nursery, then a lot of bedrooms are not worth getting. Okay, so today I will hit utility closet so I can just unlock stuff. Make my gameplay a little bit easier on me. Get the guest bedroom for some early steps so I can go outside, and use the den for most of my travel. Sounds like a good idea. So I'll get my steps and my gym. Come over here. Don't want that. Don't care. Don't care. Do want. Okay. How do I do this? Yeah. So red, and then I think I did that backwards. Boom. Boom. Okay. I've forgotten what it was. This wasn't white, first of all. This was blank. Green, red. I think this was white. Blue. It's blank. Oh, this one was green. This one was red. No. Which one of these is purple, by the way? Oh, I'm so forgetting. Go away. That wasn't right. Okay. That wasn't right. There we go. I was like, I know it's some combination of these. Come on. That was harder than I really wanted it to be, but okay. Okay, and that gives us 2 gyms per day to start off with, which could suck if we start off with green rooms, but it could be useful or other things. Okay, so what was the point of me wanting to go outside? Oh, for the flame. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. Go ahead and activate the fires in both of these rooms now. Both of these, I guess, areas now. And that may be more or less of all I do today, but it will be what I do today. That way I just don't have to come back out here, you know. I have to spin the steps at some point. Flip that, which lights your fire. I can't actually skip this scene. Okay, cool. Maybe you can't skip the first time. I thought I could skip it, though. And this will just give me another way to go underground. This side will actually lead to the cart, which, nothing special about this place in this mode, I guess. Okay. And 13. I get a shovel, I could come back out here and dig by the white things to get the conservatory added. Here, 12. Do the thing I tried to do yesterday, but I was one step short. Nope, I just really can't skip these. Okay. There will also be one in the schoolhouse and one in the hovel, so I have to draft each of those at least once to get this going. Just me going over everything I already know. And if I get the zappy thing, I can zap this a bunch and get myself the extra powerful experiments, which will be nice. I'm curious what he says about red. Okay, first of all, this is lore about the pots, but we've never used it. We just know that the gas line does other stuff. This is the part I'm interested in. After a few months of idleness, I finally have a new cause to champion as I submitted a request for a change of scenery. Specifically, I would like to replace the statue of Orinda currently in the cloister, the much more appropriate angel Rinna. After all, as beautiful as the statue is, shouldn't the greenery of Mount Holly be governed by the paragon of gardening? Which you can just read plainly, right? But like, green, you know? Though amused, I do not think Anne took the request too seriously, though she did humor me and listen to me rave and pontificate. Which is a fascinating word, because pontificate is related to, like, the Pope, as far as words go. Let's see, the pontiff? I don't know. But pontificate is like, again, the Pope speaking is kind of the literal definition of pontification. On the subject of the better part of our lunch yesterday, and she wonders why I avoid tending the cloister. Truth be told, I've forgotten how to access the inner Garth, and am too scared of chastisement to probe the particulars for a third time. Okay. Oh. Anyway, the reason I'm going on about the Pope stuff is because we have the bishop guy in the chapel, and, you know, digging through the history as much as me and the community have, everything is meaningful, which is the wild part. Like, if you see a person on this random note from, like, 300 years ago, it means something. So that's why it's just kind of painful. Okay, so West Garden we'd like to get open. So garage, and I've got the utility and I already powered it, so as long as I can get garage on this west side, we will be beautiful. I really need steps, and none of them help me with that, but parlor at least gets me gems for drafting. I don't have any way to open that currently. If I can get a coat check here, that'd be nice. Nope dice. No dice. I'm gonna get this because I have to get something, and that was the one I can afford. I can't afford to lose steps. But I have gems for me in here. Black box, or no, the box that claims to be black has the gems. This box is the blue box. Nope. This box is the black box. So that's obviously false, that's obviously false, so that has to be true, which makes it this one. Cool. Okay. I think garage will take me, like, it costs a gem to draft. I think it does, so I'm gonna save my gems from the Scourge of Courtyard. Also, there's no benefit to me not just going straight, because I've already got a room to the right. Garage, please. Yep. And I was right about everything. So yeah, I have no way forward, but I've gotten a lot of stuff unlocked. And that's really all I needed to do today. Plan for the future. Sometimes you have to spend the present. It's so beautiful out here. Sometimes you have to spend the present planning for the future, and there is the door I seek to open and the lights I seek to power, if only I knew how. I have 2 steps, Lord of Mercy, because one's going to get consumed coming this way. I had just enough steps to do this. Oh, I thought one would get consumed somewhere in there. Guess not. Well, we'll open this guy. And if I can get hovel, that would be beautiful. Or schoolhouse. Either one. I don't have a shovel, do I? I have literally nothing. Okay. I just want to get something where a fire can... Hey! Light my fire, why don't you? Dang it. Okay, exactly where is it? Exactly where is it? I think it's over in that corner. Sprint. Hit it. I'm right there. Ah! Dang it. Okay. Not really much I could have done on that front except just waiting to... just like hitting the garage up first and then coming back. I could have done that, but it's not that big a deal. It's not that big. Yeah, the setup to make my life easier for room 46 is worth just grinding through days, to be honest. Only got 13 steps I need to make my life as profitable and easy as possible. Oh no, you will lose keys. I don't have keys to lose, so it sucks for yous. I guess I'll do this one. That one's kind of nice, but I don't know. I need to hurry up and get some bedrooms. I don't have any money for kitchen. Guest bedroom would be fine, I guess. Ooh. Ding. Okay, we got our 20 steps now. I feel content to go outside because I had to come here anyway. I didn't break these open. I should have broken those open, but I don't have any way to use that, so... it'd just be nice to have, I suppose. Then when I go back inside, I can start going again. Pop. Well, none of these do any permanent help. I could open the shelter and that would be a permanent improvement. I'm going to test the shelter against being cursed. Because it says it protects you from, you know, the negative effects of the next 3 bedrooms you draft. But does that mean the negative effects of drafting the 3 bedrooms? That's kind of the question. Time lock safe. It has to be... I'm on day 3, right? So November 7th, 8th, 9th. No, I started November 8th. Gosh, I don't remember. Day 1 is one of these 2. I don't remember though. No. No, 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 back. I'm stupid. That's fine, whatever. Eight, 9. Okay, now it's set to that. I have no information. I am on day 3, so if we start on 7, that's day 1. 8 and 9, so day 3 will be here. I just have to be here. I just have to wait, really. What a pretty picture. Remain where you are for now. Given that the Red Guard is due tomorrow, we've agreed with your plan and have disabled remote access to the other terminals and have sealed the network mainframe. Regardless of the danger, I'm still not willing to risk removing shelter from the draft pool while the 3 of you are down there. Our best bet is to sit tight and hope for a little bit of luck. Because they were concerned about the negative potential effects of having living things inside an undraftable room. I don't know, I'm just going to kind of sit down here, I guess. Because we started at 8, I probably could have done 10, honestly. I wasn't inside very long at all, but it doesn't take a terribly long time for time to pass, so... I don't know, it's probably still not even 9 o'clock, so I can probably still go for 10 o'clock. Open up! I'll go back outside and I'll just keep drafting. I think it does stay open a while too. You don't have to like be here for it to happen. but I can, however, check what time it is and fix the time if I need to. Just shy of 9 o'clock it looks like, right? Like 15 minutes shy? Seems right. So yeah. The only condition is that I have to pick a time that's an hour away. And yeah, if it's just shy of 9, then an hour away for 10 is fine. Okie dokie. Let's go in here and just try and get some more steps. Get a hammer. We can get a nursery. I was about to say, like, how did I not get anything? Yeah, parlor is probably the best thing I can do here. Ooh, item. Give me, please. Statement on the light box is true. Statements with the word white are always true. Gems are in the white box, but they can't all be true, and therefore, that is false. Which makes that false, which makes that true. Which makes the gems in here. And really, you don't need to go through all of that. You can just say, if this is false, I have no idea where it is. If this is true, I know where it is, and that's, you know, the shortcut to it. But that works like 90% of the time. None of these give me steps, but I think keys will matter. I do need to get my steps up and in check and such. That's not helpful for that at all. Greenhouse does tend to have an item, but it's a dead-end room until I can open the thing. I don't have my sledgehammer to try and make a power hammer to do it with either. Bedroom for the steps. I lose 1, I walk in, gain 2, gain 5. No items, no chest, just sad. Or value menace. Okie dokie. Pool gets me nothing right now because I don't have any items in it. This doesn't give me the direction I want to go though, so I'm kind of going to have to do it. Yeah, I'll take the library, that's fine. I won't go in there because I have no reason to right now. But that's locked, I now have a reason to go into the library. Got a key. I can now fix the pool being locked issue. That would lose me all of my stuff, gems. This is going to lose me most of them anyway. It'll give me lots of money though. Difficult choices, difficult choices. Accessory benefits, there really aren't any. Cloister there will be because I can get inside and get the allowance. I can go ahead and have a little money starting off with, so boom. Done. And we can see the characters that are there. Beautiful Orinda. I have no idea what that light thing was. That just happened, but oh, well, that is nice, but I can't afford it, so I guess pantry is what we're going to go with. That'll give me a couple steps to double back with. If I can go left here, actually, that would be fire. 2 lefts to link back up with hallway would be excellent. Get myself a key. Or 2. 5, 4, 9, 3, 12. 8, 19, 27, 16. 9, that makes 2, that makes 20. 4 makes 2, makes 14. Silver key's not bad at all. Especially early game. No drink. Take me to the left. Take me to the left. None of you do. Honestly, this is invaluable right now, so we're gonna do it. Is that a sleeping mask? Oh, it better be. Hallelujah. I just have to get to my bedrooms quickly. Boom. Apple's not going to give me a ton of steps. 1, 2, 3. I can get to my bedrooms quicker than that. Oof. Go here. I'll go ahead and draft this. Yeah, and I'll be going right by the nursery. Yeah. I'll use the silver key, guarantee I get a lot of doors. Boiler room is a big one that I want, but not now because I can't afford it. They'll give me food one day, but not really worth going into right now. I'll do this. Thank you. About here. Here. Into the den. Collect my nursery. Boom. I will gain exactly 1 step from doing this. -1, -2. Give me my 5. -3. -4. So I got exactly +1 step out of that. Point of this is to make sure that the shelter remains open, because I don't have to do this a second time. Because if we look at the time, it is in fact 9:35. So we're going to come out here and kind of just chill. I guess I can just stay up here, watch the time, admire, Mount Holly and all of its horribleness. I do wonder what the lore of Curse Mode is, right? Because that's obviously water and not like blood. So it's not just, oh, the fog has turned to blood, right? Clearly, the entire atmosphere is cursed. Random theory, we are on Finmora, which is the Red Mora by definition of how it's named. Because Finn is red and that kind of stuff, but I didn't take any time at all. Things we know, we're not actually on Finmore, by the way, it's just a funny thing, but we do know that the shrine is caved in because it's cursed mode, and so there are no monks, we're just cursed. Blessed to have monks in our normal run. Which makes me wonder what the lore of Curse Mode actually is. Have the monks forsaken us? I do have this theory about, because on the classroom map you have 7 symbols next to the sun and you have 6 monks. The map is from the 3rd era, and we are told in the blue tint note, which if you don't know what that means, stop watching. Watch my other playthroughs, because this is a follow-up to those. But we know from the blue tint note that the historical Alzara was a soothsayer, so some kind of a mystic, right? And therefore, basically a monk. And so he would be the one, and basically the point of that was that in Edgera, in the Middle Era, whatever that counts as, it is said that he is effectively, he is Erajan, and he's kicked out of the court for a false prophecy. At the time there are 7 countries. So in the 3rd era, there is Kararaka Morajai, Nuance, and then on the eastern half of the world, there is, west side is Kararaka Morajai and Vera. East side is Nuance, Orinda Ares, Arch Ares, and Erajan. So 7 total. 3 on the west side and 4 on the east side. And at the bottom of the map with the sun, you have 3 on one side and 4 on the other. So I've kind of paired those to countries, symbols. So I kind of paired those to countries. And then the far left symbol, which is the spiral, I have as Eraja's symbol. and the monk who should be there and isn't is Alzara. So that's my thought. And I don't really know what to do with that, but that kind of explains the symbols on the curse box. Have I spent enough time yet? I really hope so, because I'm tired of yapping. Sure have. Okay. If you look at the effigy itself, it looks like a little gremlin with wings and a knife pointed downward, like he's grasping it in murder mode. Hey, there we go. And we have this, and so now I can look at it and blah blah blah. Courtney is our cousin, something. Yeah. So that's not permanently open, which is good. That's the entire point of doing this. Was to perma open that guy. Oh, and then maybe I'll have enough steps to experiment on drafting a red room, and just see if the shelter protects me from the curse or just the red room. I'm expecting it to be just the red room, honestly. But tomorrow we will have more steps thanks to sauna. This way, 3, 2, 1. Will the bedroom save us 1 step? Sure will. Not fast enough, bummer. Okay, well, we don't get to see what the shelter does as far as curse mode's concerned. Because if it protects us from the curse of doing red rooms, that would be really helpful in this mode. I could get away with having a chapel or something, you know, but there was no way out of that. But we've got stuff lit, we've got stuff open, we got stuff happening, so that was worth it. Not much to say about it, really. I now have the extra 20 steps from the sauna. Master Simon, good morning. It has come to my attention that you have been granted a daily allowance to use while on the estate. If it is convenient for you, I will leave the required sum here in the entrance hall each morning. But if it's not, actually, can I just say, like, don't put it here? If there is anything else you require, please do not hesitate to ask. Even though we've all been requested to remove ourselves from the premises during your stay, I can assure you I am personally overseeing that the estate is at least operating at a baseline standard of service that I hope you will one day come to expect of us. And Babbage, house manager. Okay, cool. I do a terrible accent, I am aware. All of them. Every accent I do terribly. I don't have keys. This is pretty cool. I still want to have the guest bedroom, honestly. I just never have enough steps. 30 steps, like, oh, you're starting with 30 steps, that's gonna be really strong. Like, it's really not, though. Let's think about what I can do now without like a key card. I don't have the basement key, so I can't open any of the underground doors. That's unfortunate. So yeah, we'll just keep walking then. The question is, will an outer room be beneficial? It's just kind of yes. Oh, much to my chagrin, the answer is kind of yes. Especially now that I've got 40 steps, I can spend on going and getting an outer room that might help me. Shrine won't be useful at all, so I'm going to skip that. We'll show it one day, but not today, because today is a really good day. Having sauna makes today a really good day. Oh, look, shrine. Tomb will be useful in as far as opening up the foundation area. So we'll go down here. Tool shed's useful for having tools, but like that's all it does. We have all this stuff. None of it really matters until we get over here. We'll get 5 coins out of this. We have a fake dead end to open up. We also have the fake other thing that we can't open up till we have light. Rinna's number 1. Joya number 2. Dowager is number 3, that's right. And Vea is number 4. Mila is 5. Lydia 6. Brenda 7. And last, but my personal favorite. I say it's my favorite because he's been goated. He's been helping us all along the way, and if you don't realize that, you don't know what anything is. Number 8, Draxus, who not only gets us into the underground, right there, big arrow pointing to it, you know, but he's also pointing exactly to where the Sanctum key is, to the correct box, and he is guarding. This is going to consume some steps, but whatever. I'm going to see if I can remember the correct order. I don't remember the true order that well, but... their natural order was kind of backwards. Do I want to remember, or do I just want to look it up? I mean, honestly, I don't care that much about like, oh, look, I can remember this. But I'll give it one try, and if I can't do it, I'll look it up. I think it was Orinda first. Joyous second. I'm probably wrong about some of this. Let's say Rinna, Vaya, Dalja, Joya, and Draxus. I think that's the order, but I could be very wrong. In fact, I'm probably very wrong, honestly. Come on. There we go. Nope, okay. I'm gonna look it up because I'm not gonna waste all the steps going back and forth trying things. We know that we've done it, but it costs a step to go back and forth, so I'm not gonna be that guy. Because honestly, I could have one angel out of order and not know it, and just be wrong the entire time. The first one is more or less the shape. You just gotta know, start with Rinna, go around this way, and Vaya's number 4. And then the shape does it all for you. In this case, that is not at all. I don't know the shape, it's the problem. So you're going to clickety click, do a quick search. Keep talking about stuff forever ago. I'm gonna sort from oldest because that's what's best. Don't care. I'm looking at it. It's just not helpful. Oh, not even listing the natural order. I searched for natural order. Natural order. Yeah. Of course I didn't. Bummer. What's another one that never pops up? Joya? Joya. That's completely not helpful. Okay, you know what? We're looking at this a different way. I was looking on the Discord, apparently they just don't say it ever. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Sorry, pop-ups. Hate pop-ups. Okay, so step 1 is Orinda. I knew that one. Where am I? Here we go. Step 1, Arena. Step 2, Lydia, Rina. Oh. I think I did that wrong. Yeah. Lydia. And then Rina. I did, kind of a P shape over here, right? I went straight for Mila next, and that's not right. So then to Rina. Snake over here to Joya. Dowager. Bea. Mila. Can we talk about this order? Speaking of which, I mean, we're going to talk about it on the way back, not right now. This is a crazy order. What's this? And that opens this up, which doesn't really do anything, but it's open now. So, you know. Cool. Hello, Draxus. Here, because you basically need both entrances. I have to hold, that's right. You basically need both entrances to actually get to the back. Do I have? I mean, I might, so I'll just go ahead and grab. There's an upgrade disc over here that I might want. Boom. Oh my gosh, it's the Arinda Ares sigil. Oh! So I'm impressed that that didn't cost me a step. That does, of course, and then backup does. So yeah, I want to talk about this natural order. The king first. Vea was another really early angel that was respected. We know that. Why Lydia? Lydia is the horse rider. Why Lydia second? I need to look more into Lydia, I guess. And then Rina, which is fine because we have a lot of reasons to like Rina. Joya, sure. Actually, let me think about the numbers. Hold on. Okay. Thinking about numbers, right? 1 got matched with 7. 2 got matched with 6. Let me write this down, actually. This might be interesting. I need a pen. Okay, so number 7 went to number 1. Number 6 went to number 2. The original number 1 went to number 3. Who else do we have? Number 1 went to number 3. 2 went to number 4. 3 to 5, 4 to 6, which is you two. 3 to 5, 4 to 6, 5 to 7, and 8 was always 8 Draxus. So Arinda, Lydia, Y, and then is Rina, and then Joya, and then Dowager, which is also a planet, and then Vea, which is also a planet, and then who are you, Mila? I don't know. I'm gonna think about that for some time, because that is intriguing. Can't use the boat yet because we haven't lowered the foundation in water by 1. But once we do, then any way down like the elevator or what have you, is a way to the mechanical puzzle, which will be nice. I'm going to explore this way a little bit first. Get my key so that I can have it taken away from me. So I just have the guest bedroom. I don't have a nursery or anything. It's going to give me a step though, honestly. So I don't know if that's a net positive, net negative. Ways to go that's not going to steal all my gems is going to end up having to be a net positive in my mind. I can't call it a negative. It's not the worst things out there. Den is preferable here. Give me gem. Thank you. I never get a box here. I don't know about other people, but I don't get boxes here. Hardly ever. I would want to power laboratory, right? So I'm gonna hold off on that. Bunk room doesn't help me right now. It'll be great when I get a nursery though. With that, my sleep will be nice. Heck yeah. Absolutely. Heck. Observatory is nice here. Get our steps up. Parlor can be used to keep going after that. Hopefully it keeps appearing, but two entrances in two chests in the entrance hall, that's what I'm trying to say. That's Vea, and that's Dalja, Finn Mora, Ma Mora, and Our World Mora. Also shown up there. None of them in this room move. The planetarium actually moves, but this one doesn't move. Oh, nursery, that only gives me one way forward, but I don't have any way to not dead end here, so we'll take it. Everything I do is bad, therefore I will pick the one that tries to help me a little bit. That's how logic works. Go through here, get my 5 steppies from that. We are doing a good job of maintaining, but I'm going to get my 5 extra steppies here. So yeah, my last 2 elevator things are outer rooms, so all I have to do is, for the permanent additions, I need the torch or burning glass, and I can set the thing on fire. Set the sundial. This is not the place for a bunk room, please and thank you. If and when I can just get to antechamber and get the basement key, I can open up a lot of the underground. The 2 statements have identical wording. Box and blue box are empty. Box and white box are empty. False. False, true, true, which would make this one have the gems. Sorry, false, false, true. True, true, false. You know what I'm trying to say. I know what I'm doing, I just can't speak. I guess I can lose a step and a key and everything now. It's not like I need to do anything. Dub. That's kind of bad for me, honestly. But I'm gonna do it because I need ways to go and it keeps popping up. And it can give me an item. There's lots of reasons to do it. Not lots of reasons to do that. I'm gonna do it anyway because I'm gonna get Western Hall. Or Garage. Garage is solid too. But I think Western Hall is more solid. I could get her ladyship's here, but it doesn't matter. I'm gonna go lab just so I have a terminal to use as upgrade disk. I don't want to waste the upgrade disk, so let me go ahead and just do lab so I can do that, and we'll see what kind of lazy experiment I can get. But the basic experiments are not fantastic. Also, it's interesting that some in here, like Vault, show, but you can't actually upgrade those. Yep, okay, cool. What is going to be the most useful? I think keys. It's one of these two, right? I don't have a lot of ways to get keys, so I think storeroom with the keys is going to be the best. I already have the gym upgrade, so it's not a big deal. I don't foresee myself getting power, that's why I went ahead and did it. It's like I don't have electric eel aquarium. There's a problem there, obviously. I don't have a key card, so like that was a smart choice in the absence of all this knowledge. Coin. There's no point in me actually digging right now, to be honest. In fact, I could have probably just saved it. Whatever. That is pretty darn well to run, because I didn't get a key. Do I have anywhere else that I could dig? No. Okay. So that's, yeah, that's today. I got 26 steps. What do I want to do with my life? I guess look around. See if there's anything I haven't seen. Do I have a... No, I still don't have a sledgehammer. I would need to get code check for that. So what do I have today? I had tomb. I can dig in the tomb, actually, so that's actually a solid choice. The odds that tomb will give me a key do exist. It's probably going to give me useless money, but, you know. Or, you know, a nail. Any dig spots here. None that I see. Any dig spots down here. None that I see. Hello, everybody. I think normally there's, yeah, here's one. I think normally there's one in the corner, too. That's unfortunate. Over here somewhere, maybe? No. Maybe I'm dumb. It's also really hard to see. It's dark as heck in here. It's almost like this is a black print. Can't light anything on fire. Which, honestly, is less sarcastic than it sounds. Dig spots over in the corners. Probably not. I don't think I've ever seen a dig spot over in these corners, but might as well look. This is Simon Sinclair. Lady Epson's down there. We'll check on old Herb. Hello, Herb. I'm kind of just thinking if the letters are the same, honestly, because yeah, how I wish to have been buried underneath the great oak overlooking the plains, the wondrous woods, and the worldly mountains. It's kind of crazy outside, though, right? So stuff like that is like, why would he say that in this version of the world? But apparently it's the same, so I don't like this cutout, if I'm being totally honest. And I don't like it here either, right? Especially since it has the exact same shape as this thing. Give me my money, I guess. Each of our journeys come to a conclusion here in the tomb. This floor plan is the definitive dead end, or is it? Well, the answer is no, it goes other places. Which, is there anything I can do? I mean, I might as well explore, because I have nothing I can do outside. I have a key card. Forget exploring, I have a key card. How did I not know I got a key card? Where did I get a key card? Let's think about that. The nursery, I guess. I don't have a billiard room, so it's like, I guess it was the nursery. Either way, I'm not questioning it. We're just going to go keep going. Wasted quite a few steps, but whatever. I have a lot of coins now, so if I get a commissary, that could be beneficial. What else is there to think of? Going straight, okay. And we're back to our original step count. Yay! Take my money. We dug in here to no avail, but we could have just pop, pop, pop. Hallway gets me going the right direction. Boudoir could open up the thing, but I might have a second chance at boudoir. It will give me other steps, though, so that will be nice in the future. Yep, I figured I should have just gone for boudoir. Wow! Now I'm screwed. Had to confirm it though, you know. Had to really make sure we were screwed. Can't even open these. What a shame. What a pity. What a bummer. So tomorrow if I get... Speaking of which, how long has it been? It's been an hour, so I'll probably cut it here. But with tomorrow, I will probably get code check if I can from the entrance hall. Tell me your secrets. I don't know. I have a shovel. You know that thing I was going to do when I had a shovel? I'm going to do it because I have a shovel. Yes. I cannot go get the other thing dug up, but I don't have the first one in the first place, and I don't have the thing open, so you know. Due to the rules set forth in your great uncle's will, you are not allowed to stay in the estate overnight. Luckily, however, your scouting skills have been put to good use to fabricate a very respectable off-site sleeping quarters. Yep. Can't pop my neck, but 0. Yeah, next time we get a shovel, we can pull up the that thing, you know. The microchip, that's what it's called. It's called a microchip, guys. Yes, that will do it for today. So thank you guys so much for watching. We will continue next time. Bye!